Hi guys, Robert from robertoreed.com. Welcome back. This is our fifth and final video regarding the top 25 biggest regrets people have in life. Let's get into it. Okay guys, this is biggest regret number 21. Let's get right to it. Not taking care of my health. I actually heard a saying that people spend their health chasing after wealth only to get to retirement to spend their wealth trying to recapture their health. Now, a lot of people would kill to turn back time to make better decisions when it came to their health. A lot of people who are diabetic, sometimes they're predisposed to having diabetes, but then they look back at a time when they had the wrong things. They didn't have the right diet. Now, today, there's a lot of options out there and not all the options are really good. There's so many things that are hidden in our foods and which is causing a lot of people to have more of an organic approach. But then again, none of us are doing ourselves any favors by eating some of the wrong foods or perpetuating the same behavior that got us in trouble in the first place. If we have, for instance, too much salt, too much sugars, too much fat, too many carbs, and not a lot of exercise, and not eating things in moderation, it's gonna cause our health to go haywire. Some people are not very conscious of that, and America being one of the most obese nations on the planet tells us a lot about ourselves and our eating habits. Now, I don't want to necessarily make it a downer, but it is a serious issue. And if you ask those who are morbidly obese, they would tell you, for whatever reason, that they wish they had taken better care of their health. Now, this excludes those people who have actual, real medical conditions. Now, we're only talking about those who made poor eating choices. It has been said it is much easier to avoid putting on the weight than it is to take it off. This is one of life's biggest regrets. Regret number 22, not learning another language. You know, the world we live on is becoming more and more progressive. People are starting to travel a little bit more and we're starting to meet people from all over the world. I heard a joke one time and it went something like this. They said, what do you call someone who knows 2 languages? Bilingual. Then the question was asked, what do you call someone who knows 3 languages? Trilingual. Okay, what do you call someone who knows 4 or more languages? Multilingual. And then it's asked, what do you call someone who knows only 1 language? American. Now that struck me, and maybe it strikes you, or maybe you've even heard it before, but is it not true? We in America, we tend to think that we are the standard. Now, I'm not trying to sound anti-American, but many people go through life and they wish they just taken a class or got themselves a Rosetta Stone or something so that they can learn a language. Some people have an affinity for a particular language. Some people may have a different language other than the one that they speak in their ancestry. For instance, in America, it's a melting pot, or at least it's supposed to be, and we come from different places in the world. Our ancestry goes to other countries, obviously. And some of us may go back and in our bloodline, and there could be Hebrew in our bloodline, and some people may want to learn Hebrew. Some people may want to go back and learn Italian. Some people may want to go and learn German. Whatever the case may be, some people actually get to the end of their life and wish they actually took the time to learn another language, even if it's simply a language that they have been interested in for years and years, but never took the time to take up a few classes. Number 23, arguing with a loved one just before they die. Now, obviously, you may not have been aware that the person was going to die. You know, it could happen as an accident. I know this personally. I've actually attended a funeral where a husband and wife had broken up. They even had a big fight. 4 months later, the husband dies. I went to the funeral and I got up to speak a little bit. I had shared a few words, but the wife, who did not intend to say anything, came up after me. Now, they had broken up, but the one thing she could not keep herself from doing was sobbing almost uncontrollably. And one of the things that she said was, the last time they spoke, it was just an argument. Nothing nice to say to one another. And she said she regret, now they had broken up. However, the divorce was not final. So they were still legally married. And her last memory and her last conversation was a negative one, unfortunately. Obviously, this is one of life's biggest regrets. Regret number 24, taking more risk. A lot of us will live our life in fear, scared to take that risk, scared to take the leap, scared to go for it, really, truly go for it. And we wonder later in life, and we say, you know what? If I had simply tried, what if I? Only to find out that someone else tried something very similar and were very successful at it. Just afraid to take risk. Now, while you're young, because these videos are geared towards those who are in their 20s and 30s, you have time, which means you have time to make some mistakes, some small tactical mistakes, and you can make adjustments. But don't live your life trying to play it too safe. You have an opportunity to make a big impact in your own life. So many people go to their grave or on their deathbed wishing they had just taken a few more risks in life. Look at the payoff of the people who have taken risks around you. Sure, there's an opportunity to fail, but you can recover. Sure, there's an opportunity that people will ridicule you, but if you're successful, the laughter stops. So few people are willing to set their fears aside, block out all the negatives that people may have to say, turn a deaf ear to the criticism that people may have towards your idea, and just simply take a risk. Don't make that mistake. Big regret number 25, not helping more people. If you and I are able to help more people and we don't, it could affect us negatively. We have the opportunity to do a little bit more, give a little bit more of our time, give a little bit more of our resources, and yet we don't. How about the time when maybe you've been down on your luck, maybe you've been hungry, maybe you had to struggle a bit, and you just wish that someone would help you. Of course, this provided that you're not so full of pride that you wouldn't take help from someone, but you actually need a helping hand. And now you run into someone who is in a similar situation that you used to be in. Do you help them or do you ignore it? Do you turn a cold shoulder or do you give a hand up? Either way, at the end of your life, if you are the person who thinks of yourself as being kind, generous, and gracious, and you don't help as many people as you possibly could, then you're definitely gonna live with that particular regret. If you are capable of doing more, then you should do more. If you're capable to give someone a leg up in life, whether it be your time, your talent, your resources, or your wisdom, help as many people as you can, as often as you can, and you'll never have to worry about regretting it. Thank you guys for joining me in this series. If there's any that we missed, put it in a comment section below. And while you're at it, smash the notification button, like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, conquer with character.